Hi, my name is Derek Savini. I'm a photographer and a filmmaker based in Pretoria, South Africa. This is my first time doing an Adobe Photoshop tutorial. I'm gonna be teaching you how to retouch your pictures quickly using an extension called Retouch Pro in Adobe Photoshop. Let's jump into Photoshop. Firstly, you need to select your picture, then you say open with. You choose Adobe Photoshop. By the way, to get the best of your pictures, please shoot raw. Don't shoot in a JPEG, because a JPEG, it compresses your pictures before you do the editing. So in a raw, you can do a lot of changes in your camera raw in Photoshop. Okay, here we are in Adobe Photoshop. Before I start my retouching, what I like to do is to duplicate the layer by pressing Ctrl J or Command J if you are using Mac. Then after, I'm gonna zoom in a bit so that I can remove the blemishes. To remove the blemishes, I'm using this tool called a patch tool. What you do is hold right click, then sample on your side. I'm gonna do that until I remove the pimples and the blemishes on her skin. Okay guys, now we're done removing our blemishes. Let's check the before and after. This is the before, this is the after. The before, the after. You can see quietly that we've done a lot of changes to this picture. Now we need to go and click the Retouch Pro panel, which is an extension. You can download it on your Google. To access it, you need to go to Window, press extension, and go to Retouch Pro. There it is. Firstly, what we're going to do is to do a frequency separation on this picture. Then we're going to work on our low layer, not our highlights. Our high layer is the texture of the skin. Now we're gonna blend the colors of the skin, not the texture. What we're gonna use a mixer brush tool. I'm going to use a mixer brush tool just to blend the skin color, to balance it well. Remember, you don't have to do too much. Don't have to do too much of it, because you'll end up ruining the skin. Gonna do it slowly. To adjust your brush size, you're gonna use the square brackets on your keyboard. Use the square brackets on your keyboard for you to adjust the brush size. guys, we're gonna kill the skin. We're gonna destroy the skin. She will end up being flat, and we don't want flat images. Zoom out. Yeah, now we're done. Let's see our progression so far. This is the before, this is the after. You can see that we've mixed the colors correctly, but what we left is we need to fix the texture. See, go to the high layer. Then for us to remove the remaining blemishes, I'm gonna use the stem tool, the close stem tool. Sorry, close stem tool. What you do is to close. When you press Alt on the keyboard, then right click. Clone with the clean area, then you patch the pimples. Let's check the before and after. This is the before. This is the after. Before. So we're done with our frequency separation. What I'm gonna do now is to bring focus of the eyes, the makeup on the eyes. Go to eyes. I'm gonna use a final touch. On this one, you're gonna use your paintbrush tool. On the keyboard, you can press P. No, not P. It's B. My mistake. I'm gonna press B. Then you reduce the size. You paint on the makeup. You see what's happening? She becomes more into focus. Her eyes becomes more clean. Next, we need to enhance the hair. This is the before, this is the after. The before, the after. Now we enhance the hair. All you have to do is to go to hair and go to a hair enhance. Gonna enhance the hair with the same paintbrush tool. My mistake, sorry. Undo. We will have to drag this to come on top so that it can effect the hair. Here it is. You see what's happening? The hair gets enhanced, becomes more clean, I'm sure. Choose my brush. Missed that one. Undo. Sorry guys, I'm using a mouse, so it's quite difficult to get everything correct at one kick. Remember, for you to reduce the brush size, you need to use the brackets. It's a square bracket on a keyboard if you are using Windows. I'm not sure what you use on Mac, but I will check it. Then you brush. Guys, you need to be gentle. Don't do this slowly so that you can get the best out of the picture. No need to rush the retouching or the picture editing in details. You need to take time when you do this. You see the difference so far. This is the before, this is the after. The before, the after. So far I'm happy with this. Let me paint here just to get this here focus. So far it's great. I think I will have to use dodge and bend on the hair to perfect it. Just press dodge and bend. I'm going to bend. Increase my brush size. I want to bend this part. Bend this part. Let me reduce the opacity. Reduce it a bit. Bow. Yeah guys, here we are. We have our, we are not yet done, but so far we're coming up all right. This is the before, this is the after. The before, the after. You see, there's a lot you can do with the Retouch Pro. You need to get this extension, trust me guys. So what's left here, we need to deal with the lips. Just deal with the lips and add, make it wet. Yeah, let's go with wet. To zoom in, you just press hold Z, then you right click, then release. It will go back to your paintbrush tool. Then we paint here. Just want to add a bit of color on her lips. Bit of a color. Please don't overdo it. I'll reduce my opacity to let me zoom out. Yeah, I think this is cool. This is great. I think this is so far so good. I'm liking the picture. So I want to merge all these layers. What you have to do when you want to merge it all, you just press Ctrl, then you click the other layers, you click the layer, then when you're done, you just, while holding your Ctrl, press E on your keyboard. On your Mac, you're gonna press Command E. You're gonna merge the layers and make it one. This is our before, this is our after. Before, after. So because we're gonna post this picture on Instagram, what we need to do now before we do the final color correction, when I do final color correction, I use Camera Raw. Before going to Camera Raw, mostly I like to crop my picture first, and the ratio that Instagram uses is 4:5. You're gonna press your crop tool. If you can't get it, you right click here, you see 4:5. Then we're gonna place our picture correctly according to how we want it. I think somewhere here is great. Here we have our picture. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I'm not yet done with this picture. I'm gonna do color correction of it. If you like to see more of this picture, please subscribe on the channel. I'm gonna upload a part 2 of this video where I'm gonna be doing the color grading and color correction in Camera Raw. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Share to your friends who are new into photography business